Hey guys, it's Skullkid3 and welcome to part 6 of the AGS showcase. Here we have a game by Crystal Shard called A Tale of Two Kingdoms. I didn't get a chance to read that opening thing too clearly, but that's always fun. So, A Tale of Two Kingdoms. It's all shiny and whatnot. Now just before we get into this, I have to ask you guys, there's going to be 5 more days of AGS showcase before I go to uni, which is a terrifying prospect. That's right, it's exactly 1 week away from today, so that's hilarious. And I just want to know, for the rest of the AGS showcase thing, would you rather I continued, as I'm doing now, doing commentary at the same time as playing, and have music, and try to do the music afterwards, but still have the chance of it going wrong or whatever? Or would you rather I do post-commentary and how it's certain that I'll be able to get the game audio working properly and every time? Leave your responses in the comments. Anyway, yes, let's start a new game of A Tale of Two Kingdoms. Press skip the intro. I think I'll watch this. In the year 849, Old Reckoning... What? A group of Quilinic raiders accosted King Kalan as he travelled through his realm of Thalin. Yeah, I've understood like 7 words of this so far. Not wishing to yield his riches to mere thugs, the king ordered his escort to attack. But his knights were overmatched, and in the ensuing battle, King Kalan was slain. King Kalan, no! Why? His only son, Vortigern, was crowned the new king and started his reign with a thirst for revenge. Well, that's not a good way to start your reign, starting with a thirst. Gathering his mighty armies, he marched forth onto Qualinem and onto victory. Within months, the kingdom was subjugated. The raiders scattered to the 4 winds. You know, somehow I almost read that as gratted, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? It should have ended there. But I bet it didn't. I bet it went further and still stuff went on. But the victory instilled in Vortigern a thirst, or a lust even, for conquest. Uh-oh, he's gonna be a tyrant. Proclaiming himself emperor of the southern realms, he set forth to unite all the land within his reach, under his sole command. City after city fell to his forces before they could muster resistance, and all the free lands trembled at the approach of Vortigern the Bloody. Well, you know, you shouldn't give yourself the nickname Vortigern the Bloody, really. People aren't gonna be too friendly towards you then. Then, as Emperor Vortigern marched on the duchy... What? Too slow! He was met with fierce resistance! The locals rallied behind one Mildun Whiteblade, who managed to drive back the invaders. Go Mildun! Or Maelden, or... Soon Mildun became a local legend. Rumour had that he was a sorcerer's son, and possessed a magic girdle. Okay? That made him invincible in combat. Well, you know, if you got a girdle, you might as well use it, I suppose. Mildun's band joined forces with Lady Branwen, a Quilinic mercenary captain, and troops flocked to their banner. Their number growing almost daily, they made a slow march for Thalin, liberating many cities on their way. And that's always good. Vortigern's forces were overextended and failed to mount a sufficient defense. Thus, the Southern Empire met its end at the hands of Mildun and Branwen. Okay. So have we heard of the two kingdoms so far then? His dreams shattered, Vortigern was led to rule Thalin as a bitter husk of a man. Good word, husk. Not used often enough these days, I find. A Tale of Two Kingdoms. Yes, that's the game we're playing. Interesting story set up so far. We've already got a bloodthirsty ruler, and resistance, and a guy who seems to be a sorcerer, or a sorcerer's son at least. And here we have the credits, which I kind of want to skip through because, you know, I'm only here for 15 minutes. But equally, I don't want to skip through because there might be more cutscene at the end of them, so... suppose I'll just talk for a little bit more. How are you guys doing? Oh, I've just realised I can't actually see the timer. Hang on, I'm gonna have to make something a bit awkward here. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. Very sorry about that, guys, but I need to be able to see how long I've been recording for, because I had absolutely no idea. So, already about 5. Ian Schlave... I'm just trying to remember, that name is definitely familiar, but I'm trying to remember it's familiar from this game, or if it's familiar from a different one. Because I seem to think Ian Schlipfer might have been part of another series of games called Apprentice on the AGS website. Can't remember for certain, but I get the feeling it might be. And I keep saying Ian Schlipfer as if it's a German name, but it might not be, it might just be Schlipfer. The reason I'm giving it a German accent thing is that it certainly sounds like a German name, at least. Schlipfer. Or Schleipfer. I have absolutely no idea how you'd pronounce that. Movie sequence. It's a rare occasion that you'll find, like, movie sequences in AGS games. You can find cutscenes pretty frequently, though, but fewer, like, movie stuff. You can get some really cool games with that. And I've just noticed they made a reference to AGS there with that blue cup. Well, if I were these guys, I might feel a little bit cheated. Everyone else got epic scrolling through pictures, and we just get, oh, our name's written in the book. 3 years later. But as Huisin returned from Thierna Okay, stop making up words! He found that 300 years had passed in our world and nobody recognized him. Unable to return, he died alone and forgotten. Oh, sorry, I thought I was clicking in the window there. Oh. Yes, would you tell once more of the mighty battle of... Cuchulain. I have no idea. And well, you should study it, beloved, for you have yet to defeat me with the sword. I can't tell if I'm skipping dialogue here sometimes. At least our swords have not drawn blood in over a year. That alone is a cause for joy. So it is. Now kindly pass me the mead, for my throat is parched. Why are you all sitting on the same side of the table? That seems a bit... Oh, there's also people over here. Okay. Am I meant to... Oh, I can do stuff now. Who am I? There's nothing important there. Hello. Despite the din of the many people here, the dog appears sound asleep. Its belly full. Hello, dog. But it's never far away from the inn. Its job is to keep the rats out and catch morsels off the floor. So, who are we? The hall is filled with people celebrating the Equinox Festival and the bounty of this year's harvest. With plenty of food and a steady flow of wine, this is a night of merriment and joy. Let me talk to you. Even a bard cannot tell tales all night, old friend. Allow me some time to partake of this rich dinner. I'm gonna say I'm the guy in the middle, then. It is good to have this time to celebrate away from the strife of the world. Oh, don't be so sure, madam! With a creak, the door swings open and a gust of cold wind blows inside. A sudden silence falls over the room as conversations are halted abruptly. Uh-oh. I don't know how to pronounce that name. The lapdog of Vortigern the Bloody! You seek your own death in coming here! Wait! Uh-oh. Stay your hand, Branwyn, for this is not a day of festival. For this is, in fact, a day of festival. I'm not sure what I was on about. Sorry, I think I've had a bit too much mead. Not bloodshed. Festival or nay, this man shall have meat nor wine. Shall have neither meat nor wine from my table. Saying shall have meat nor wine. I don't even know what that would mean, really. I do not want your hospitality, Whiteblade. But though it pains me to admit it, Thalen needs your help. You, who burned my hometown to the ground, come here to plead for help. Methinks you should start by grovelling. Oh, they're all so medieval, aren't they? Never! I do not plead. I have a simple message from King Vortigern. Do you wish to hear it? Very well, then speak up from Vortigern the Usurper, then leave us to our feast and crawl back to the cesspool that spawned you. The message is thus. Rashak Skullcrusher, warlord of the goblins, is lacking in food to keep his rapidly growing population from starving. Rather than taking up... Sorry, my tongue just grew about 5 sizes for a second there. Not sure what's going on. Rather than taking up farming or honest trade, he has decided to assault Thalen and to simply take what he wants. I am deeply touched, and this concerns us how? Need I remind you that Thalen, or what's left of it, is all that stands between the goblins and the southern realms? Should our defenses fail, nothing will stop the goblins from spreading out and overrunning the countryside. By Balor's eye, the man does have a point. King Vortigern needs all the warriors he can find, and that includes you. Is that it? It is. What is your answer? We will think on this. What? We will think on this. Now go! You've imposed on us for long enough. I shall return tomorrow for the answer. You do just that, whatever your name was.
I like this not. Yoda I am.
Aye, this may spell disaster. We have little choice but to assist against the goblin. 2 days pass. I don't know if I'm gonna get like any gameplay done in this video other than that little section I did.
I do not like this at all.
Nor do I, beloved. Yet we cannot in good conscience leave the southern realms at the goblin's mercy.
I'd sooner trust a snake than deal with a bloody king once more. It could well be a trap, you know.
If that were true, remember that we defeated him once before. Land ho! We will be in Thaylen in a matter of hours. Stop saying random names that I can't understand. Taliesin, you're in charge of setting up camp. Lady Branwen and I are expected in the castle.
And we had best stay fully alert. It would be prudent if you wore your father's girdle.
I agree. It is a shame that one cannot bring arms or soldiers to a noble's dinner table. Chapter 1. A Mixed Welcome. Ah, man! Oh, okay. I want to click then. Castle Thaylen. Well, that's an original name. Wow, these guys are moving quickly. Gotta run into the hall. No time to wait. Lady Branwen and her consort, Meld and Whiteblade, have arrived. So I see. Be welcome, both of you. I am glad that we meet under more fortuitous circumstances than last time. And on behalf of all of Thaylen, I am grateful for your assistance.
We do not need...
Thank you, your majesty. The goblins pose a dire threat. We consider it our duty to help the innocent. Good. Be at home. I shall speak to you at dinner.
Be at home? You have to go back to where we just were? Innocent Muldoon? I did not speak of him, only of his people.
If you would walk this way, my lord, I shall take you to the throne room.
Okay.
Her Royal Highness Rhiannon, Princess of Thaylen, heir to the throne.
Indeed.
Lady Branwen and her consort Maldon Whiteblade. We are honoured to be in your presence, your highness.
Yes, much honoured. On behalf of the king, I welcome you to Castle Thaylen. Parador, you may leave us.
Yes, your highness. Your highness. Blackadder.
I trust your journey was a pleasant one? Mostly so.
Aye, we had fair weather and wind in our sails. We are glad to have made it here so swiftly. Our troops are presently setting up camp in the old fort near Havgan, as King Vortigern requested.
Indeed.
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 Indeed. Indeed.
I shall leave you two to diplomatic pleasantries and speak with you later. Okie doke. The Lady Branwen does not like me much, it appears.
It is hard to blame her for that, since 'twas your father that raised her homeland. Verily thus. Seriously, they're all so medieval.
My apologies, I did not know that. Yet nevertheless, we need to cooperate to drive these vile goblins out of our lands. Do you feel this is possible?
Branwen has a fiery temper. Okay. Yet her heart is noble. I do vouch for that.
That is good to hear. I suppose that likewise you wish me to keep Geraint...
I seriously don't know how to pronounce that name.
In check?
That might be necessary. He looks at me as if all the evil in the world were my doing.
Yet it is hard to blame him for that, since 'twas you that struck down his emperor.
Surely you do not expect my apologies for that?
I suppose not. This will be difficult for all, yet we shall make it work, for the alternatives are frightening.
In case anyone was wondering exactly why I sort of interrupted myself there, it's because my sister walked into the room and told me to keep going so she could grab some socks. Fun times.
We have a lot to discuss, but this should wait until dinner. My father has retired to his chambers for a repose, and will be with us this evening.
It'll be interesting to speak to him again. And stab him in the face!
There are some other people invited to Castle Thaylen. They're eagerly expecting your presence. After all, you have quite a reputation. Also, a room has been prepared on the upper floor in the eastern wing. Please be at home, and we shall speak further over dinner.
Oh, that's what he meant by be at home. Like, make yourselves at home. Got it. Okay. I thought it was just like an old way of saying go home. Like, go and rest. I assumed it would be like be at homes in go and rest in an inn or whatever, but still. It seemed a bit unusual. Thank you, your highness. Right. Now we can finally play. Oh, what's that? We've used up 15 minutes already. Oh boy. Well, this has been an interesting opening sequence at least, but oh, there's a soldier. I'm going to talk to him at least. Soldier! You happily greet the table but get no answer. No, I'm trying to talk to the dude.
Seek you to command the Thaylen Guard? Think again.
Wow, that was a bit threatening. I didn't want to command him, I just wanted to say hi. I'm being sociable, okay? Jeez, you don't need to jump down my throat, woman. Do I have an inventory? I want to see what's in my inventory. I have a piece of paper. A guard? What? A Totic notepad. Click on any line to edit. Oh! I can write stuff. Well, I can misspell stuff as well. Ooh. These people are all very deformed. This guy has 6 eyes. Ugh, freak. Right, and then I assume the note will stick around for a while. In case you need to... Yep, okie doke. So yes, I know I could make this video longer and do some actual gameplay, but I kinda just want to end it now, for now, thanks. So, in the next part, guys, we're hopefully gonna play a game that, you know, we can actually play. I will see you guys. I'm not gonna get at this game for having a... I'm not gonna get at this game for having a long intro sequence, but, you know, since I'm making 15-minute videos, that... yeah. Please stay in the castle, Vidina, sir. Fine, yeesh. I'm a bit suspicious myself. But yes, I'm gonna end this part here. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you want to get this game, link is in the description as always. I will see you guys tomorrow or such. Goodbye.